Welcome to the Art of Dress. I'm happy to share with you today the 4 artistries of the true natural. Thank you for coming and thank you for subscribing. When you look at a picture like this gorgeous picture of Liu Wen, she is a Chinese model, you are actually learning something about the person, because when someone is so truly resolved in themselves and wearing some things, their hair or even their clothing and makeup, that are so spectacularly them, then you know that what's happening is you're expressing yourself with whatever, your hair, your clothes, your makeup, your style. So in this case, when you see this gorgeous, stunning picture of Liu Wen with this really long hair, you know right away that she is violet water. And when you look at the part and you look at the bang or the lack of a bang, and you look at the cut, then those are things that show artistry. So when I show you the 4 artistries of the style, I have to show you the coloring as well, because it all goes together. So let me just remind you about the 4 types of artistries. So here you have the 4 triangles, and within each one is a little symbol. And of course on the outside you have the qualities of form, but hair is also a form, it's a shape. A hair cut is a shape. So look at the little picture inside, and at the top you see the architectural, where the emphasis is at the bottom of the shape, a bob, a blunt bob. And moving clockwise, you see the diamond. So now you're looking for side volume. Moving again clockwise, now you see the emphasis at the top, that is the sculptural. And the harmonic is a combination of the others depending on the quadrant, the element of color of that person. So let's start with architectural. And here you see Kristen Stewart, true natural. She is also yellow fire coloring, and she is architectural. So her architectural artistry shows up in her right hand part, in her lack of a bang. Usually she doesn't even wear it in her face like this, it's usually off her face, and also in the blunt cut. And the yellow fire coloring shows up in the length of haircut, in her case it's medium short, in the amount of volume, which is medium high, and in the amount of texture, which is highest. Not the highest, but in the highest group. And you can see that this haircut is spectacular on her. She looks, as an architectural, she looks really good with dark hair and also with very white hair, as you see here, because it pulls the emphasis to the top of her head, to her head as her artistry focal point. Now, one of the reasons I love this picture is because it is rare to see a picture with all of that texture and the blunt cut, and she has it so perfect. So now we move to harmonic. So Cindy Bruna, a French model, she is true natural, harmonic, grape earth coloring. So from the standpoint of being a harmonic, always what harmonics are looking for is the left hand part, a side bang, and side volume. In the case of Cindy, she has all of those 3 perfectly. From the standpoint of her coloring, grape earth is the lowest length in the lowest category group, the lowest group for volume, and medium high for texture. So this is a little bit extra texture, still looks stunning on her. You can see how spectacularly beautiful she is. For the sculptural, I'm excited to show you Anya Rubik, because she is a Polish model that I have followed for a long time, and I love her work. And here she's showing you the sculptural haircut, and her coloring is yellow fire. From the sculptural standpoint, you're always looking for a center bang, or in this case, no bang, because it still keeps the attention at the top of her head, the middle, I should say. She's looking for the bang that is, in the case of Yellow Fire, it's not a short or medium bang. She looks better with a long bang. And she's looking for the emphasis being continued at the top of her head by those layers, which is done so well here. In the case of her hair being Yellow Fire, it's exactly the same idea as we already saw with Kristen Stewart. They have the same coloring. So she's looking for medium short haircut, she's looking for volume that is medium high, and she's looking for very high texture. So from the standpoint of her cut, it's a little bit long, but the layers help a lot. From the standpoint of the volume, it's not as much volume as we saw with Kristen, but it's still pretty good. It's maybe medium low instead of medium high, but not bad. And from the standpoint of texture, it's still very, very good. So all told, you can see why it looks so amazing on her. So finally, we're looking at Arlena Sosa. Here's Arlena Sosa Composite True Natural, and she has aqua watercoloring. As a composite, you always have to go to the coloring just to find out what to do with the haircut. So in the case of watercoloring, you're always looking for a center part, no bang, and you're looking for side volume. And you can see all three of them there. She's having a little bit of a side bang there, but not too much. And all in all, it looks great. From the standpoint of her coloring, aqua water, now she's looking for medium long. She's looking for highest volume and highest texture. And this is stunning. This is actually my favorite of all time picture of Arlena Sosa. She looks so gorgeous. So thank you so much for sharing this with me today, and I'm looking forward to the next one, which will be Refined Gammon. And please, thank you again. I'd like to thank you again for coming and subscribing, and I also wanted to just ask you to try to stay safe.